Welcome to Retail Car Talks. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with Haifa Addas, an expert in luxury, fashion, and FMCG, with over 20 years of experience leading global marketing and brand strategies for icons like L'Oreal. Haifa, it's a great pleasure having you with us, and thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much for inviting me to this podcast. Lovely to see you.
So you've spent so much of your career building and revitalizing global brands across highly competitive sectors. In your experience, what are the key pillars for creating a brand that not only resonates but also sustains long-term relevance in today's saturated market?
Thank you for the question. From my experience building beauty platforms and working with global luxury and lifestyle brands, I believe there are three key pillars to creating a brand that resonates deeply and sustain long-term relevance, especially in today's saturated market. First, purpose and authenticity. As you know, a brand must stand for something beyond product or a service. It needs a clear purpose that speaks to people emotionally and reflects their real values. Authenticity builds trust. And in a world where consumers are more informed and selective than ever, trust is everything. At Instaglam, for example, our purpose was to democratize beauty by making professional services accessible to women in their own homes. It was all rooted from my own personal experience and a real need that we saw in the region. Second, a key pillar is consistent experience and community. The brand isn't what we say. Any brand is not what they say, it's how they show up every time. From digital touch points to in-person service. So consistency is key in building loyalty. But more than that, a strong brand fosters community, not just customers. So we have to listen, co-create, and adapt with our audience. The most successful brands today, if you see, are those that invite their audience into their journey, not just sell them products. Third and last, I know I'm taking maybe too long.
No.
Third key pillar is innovation and cultural sensitivity. As you know, people, when they look at our region, they think we're all the same and it's the Middle East. But we're very different, and when you need to understand the culture of the country you're expanding to or you're working at. So market changes fast. The brand has to evolve without losing its essence. That means innovating through tech, storytelling, partnerships, but always keep a deep understanding of the culture and the context that you operate in, especially in the Middle East. Tradition and modernity live side by side. We need to be culturally intelligent when we launch somewhere new.
So you were talking about Middle East, having worked extensively across Middle East, North America, and Europe. How have regional consumers' behaviors influenced your marketing approach, and what lessons can global brands learn from tailoring their strategies to these diverse markets?
Absolutely. Working across the Middle East, North America, and Europe has shown me just how crucial cultural context is in shaping consumer behavior. While beauty and luxury are universal desire, the way people connect with brands varies dramatically by region. And this is what we mentioned in the previous question. In the Middle East, for instance, there's a strong emphasis on personalized services, trust, and community influence. Word of mouth, family recommendation, and social proof play a major role. Consumers here value high-tech experiences and emotional connection, especially in beauty and fashion. That's why with Instaglam, we focused on tailored experiences and built a layer of human curation. because people didn't just want convenience, they wanted to feel seen and understood. In North America, for example, the focus is often on speed, efficiency, and self-service. So consumers appreciate innovation, transparency, and brand purpose, but they're also more independent in the decision making. That taught me the importance of clear storytelling and digital convenience and the value-driven marketing. The big lesson for global brands is don't copy and paste strategies across markets. Local insights must shape global strategy.
Yeah, it's fascinating how localization can be both a science and an art. And if we talk about luxury brands have historically been cautious about digital. How do you see luxury retail evolving in the term of e-commerce, digital storytelling, and the omnichannel experience?
Luxury brands have historically been cautious about digital, and understandably so. You know, like luxury is rooted in exclusivity, craftsmanship, and emotion, traditionally delivered through in-person experience. Like you go to the store, you know how it is. Like when you go to a luxury store, you feel and live the brand DNA.
Yeah.
Today, luxury must meet consumers where they are, and we are mostly, like our consumers are mostly online, mobile, and on social. But we should not compromise on elegance or intimacy. So, like, how we can do that, let's say in e-commerce, in luxury, it's no longer just about sales channel. It's an experience in itself. When you go to a website, you find it personalized and with high-tech digital journey. I'm just always giving examples of Instagram since it's my baby. Instagram, we've reimagined the on-demand beauty to feel truly elevated. So it has to be like on all aspects, from the booking flow to the curated like expert matching to the flawless delivery of the service at people's home. Another aspect is the digital storytelling. It's also key in today's luxury consumer. They want to see the story behind the brand. So we show, when we work with Dior or Armani, like to name a few, we show a lot of storytelling and short videos of behind the scene. Also, we use a lot of influencers and get their narrative on the story to build emotional connection. Again, at Instagram, we highlight like end results, but we also take the customer on a journey of behind the scene and how like the booking happened online, and then we showed up and transformed or got you ready for your occasion. For example, it's like now omni-channel is where the future lies. So consumers don't think in silos anymore. For example, they might discover your brand on Instagram, interact with you on WhatsApp, like for a booking, and expect an in-person experience that feels just as seamless. We've partnered with luxury brands and hospitality groups to carefully integrate their activations, whether it's an in-store beauty bar or at a hotel suites transformation. It's all about creating continuity across every touch point with the customer. Because ultimately, luxury retail today is about fluidity, blending online with offline, digital with human, aspiration, accessibility.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing that shift from exclusivity to accessibility, like without compromising your identity. So you're known for building high-performing, future-ready teams. What qualities do you look for in team members when driving transformational growth, especially in high-stakes or turnaround scenarios?
Thank you. That's something I care deeply about. When driving transformational growth, especially in high-stake or turnaround situation, the team truly makes or break the mission. I look for a blend of mindset, skill, and alignment with values. Definitely ownership mentality. It's at the top of my list. I need people who think like founders, who don't just execute tasks but take responsibility and are able to see with me the big picture and are solution oriented even under pressure because fashion and beauty, as you know, is like a very fast moving industry.
Yeah, definitely.
Second thing we look for is agility and learning mindset. It's very essential in today's fast-moving world, whether I was working with luxury corporate or building Instagram from scratch. I've seen how quickly markets and strategies can shift. The people who thrive are those who embrace change, ask the right questions, and are always evolving, especially when navigating uncertainty. Third is emotional intelligence and collaboration. Transformation isn't just about systems, it's about people. I look for team members who can communicate clearly, listen actively, work across functionally. Definitely with empathy and respect. Fourth, I think, we reached number 4, is passion and alignment with purpose. Because skills can be taught, but genuine passion and belief in the vision, that's priceless. At Instagram, we built a mission-driven culture, and it attracted talents that care deeply about elevating beauty professionals and crafting impact. That shared purpose made us very unique in the way we provide our services. And it's always not about perfection, it's about progress as a team. So we hire for character, train for skill, and lead with purpose.
Well, those qualities that you just mentioned, I mean, those are things that cannot be replaced by AI or any other technology. It just has to be there. So if we talk about as a successful female leader in industries that haven't been known for inclusivity at the top, what changes are you seeing in terms of representation and opportunity? And what more would you say needs to be done?
When I started my career, especially I grew up in Saudi Arabia and it's in the Middle East, I didn't see many women in leadership positions, and I didn't have many role models in the boardroom. So part of my motivation has always been not just to grow personally, but to open doors for others. So we are many women in the boardrooms and in high positions. We are definitely seeing positive change, definitely in the entire region. More women are leading brands, launching startups, and sitting at decision-making tables.
Yeah,
especially in beauty and tech entrepreneurship across the region.
Yeah,
I would say that a lot of programs with Dubai Business Women Council, Sharjah Business Women Council, and the Ministry of Culture in Abu Dhabi, Shira in Sharjah, they're all helping amplify women's voice and build real momentum. There's still a long way to go when it comes to equal access to funding, as you know.
Come on,
Funding, mentorship, and visibility, especially for women from diverse background or working in male-dominant industries. It's still growing, but very, very, very slowly. Challenges don't disappear when women make it to leadership. We need, once you are in leadership, you carry the pressure of representation alone and standing for your own kind. So we need more from empowerment to system change, more funding flowing to female-founded businesses, more inclusivity in leadership pipeline, and one thing that I noticed a lot, we need a lot of more male allies who support us, which they exist already, as husbands, as brothers, as parents, as colleagues at the workspace. So, and definitely more women supporting women.
When
we started Instagram, I had this mission of supporting other women in terms of learning how, growing in their career, learning the skill of makeup or hairstyling, then shadowing another artist, and then becoming an artist on your own and being able to make money. So it's always about paying it forward and growing as women together.
Yeah, it's very inspiring. I think a lot of young women will take real value from that. So with customer expectations evolving, especially among Gen Z and Gen Alpha, how should brands rethink experience both online and offline to remain compelling?
That's such a timely question. Gen Z and Gen Alpha are reshaping the entire consumer landscape, not just in what they buy, but in how they want to feel when they are engaging with the brand. Because for them, experience isn't a layer, it is the product. So brands need to rethink experience holistically across both digital and physical touch points with a few key shifts from transactional to emotional. That's clear, right? From perfect to authentic, because the authenticity builds trust and trust builds loyalty. From omni-channel to fluid living, they don't see line between online and offline. They want a seamless experience, step by step, taking them. So it should add value in a new way to their lives. Also, from brand-led to co-created, Generation Z and the Alpha want to participate, not just consume. So brands that thrive will be the ones that invite them to create the process, be it through feedback loops, user-generated content, meaningful collaborations with them and getting their ideas. So on how to market to you, how to build with them. So it's more relational, not transactional.
Yeah, you're right. It's like no longer just about the product. It's purpose, engagement, and emotional connection altogether. So finally, my last question for you would be, Haifa, for emerging leaders who aspire to work across borders and drive impact the way you have, what would be your top piece of advice?
My top piece of advice for emerging leaders would be lead with purpose. Stay deeply curious and don't be afraid to go first or start. Honestly, working across borders means stepping into cultures, markets, and conversations with many that feel unfamiliar at first. But that's where growth lives, and that's where the beauty is. The most impactful leaders I've met in my life and I inspire to become are those who listen more than they speak, build bridges, and stay rooted to their values no matter where they are. It's about having the courage, to take the first step and the humility to keep learning as you go. We never know enough. I'm always a student, always taking courses. Like when I started my career at let's say L'Oréal, it was not the beginning, but it was part of my beauty journey. And I headed the communication division. There was nothing digital yet. It was all print and publications, radio, TV. And I had to learn the digital world step by step to launch my own beauty platform, So we're always learning.
Yeah, I could tell that you're a communication person.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time and the amazing and valuable question.
Thank you so much, Haifa. You've given us great insights from your experience and leadership. So thank you for joining us today. Thank you for your time, and for our listeners, until next time.